We're live. We are live. This is wild news. Ozzy Osbourne has died, age 76. Craziest thing about this is I literally just did a live stream about Ozzy with his ex lawyer, Jet Record entertainment lawyer, entertainment mogul, and author Stephen Machat. It was him and internet personality Dave White, and we are actually supposed to do another live stream in about 10 minutes here. So I think we'll definitely be talking about this, and I'll ask Steve about his memories of Ozzy, and he could probably tell us some details, things that you wouldn't just hear from a regular fan such as myself. Because I mean, I'm just a fan. I've never met Ozzy. I've never been backstage or anything like that with him. I did see him in concert twice. I've interviewed some of his band members, his bass player, one of his guitar players, Gus G. Never got Zach Wild. I feel like I had one of his drummers on too, and I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I mean, most people are going to say good things about Ozzy, but I think there's a dark side too, I'm sure. But I mean, you look at that concert he just had, and I didn't go live about that and talk about that. I thought about it, but I was like, what can I say that hasn't already been said about Ozzy? You know, it's like everybody got up there, everybody loves him, everybody in the metal community and the rock community, they love him. I mean, he's just made so much good music over the years. They love his shows, and then what Ozzfest did. I mean, not only was that a way for him to showcase himself and his band and musicians, but it was a way for him to showcase all these other bands. I mean, think of all the bands that really got a start because of Ozzfest, that maybe you never would have heard of them if they hadn't been on Ozzfest, right? Like they kind of got to pick who they thought was really good and take them out. And I'm sure some of them didn't make it, but the ones that they gave the bigger slots to or whatever and pushed for them, a lot of those bands got fans because they got a start from Ozzy. I mean, one of the first bands that he took out on the road was Motley Crue in the early '80s, right? He took Motley Crue out there, and I'm sure that they would have probably done okay either way, but it definitely gave him a bump opening for Ozzy. And yeah, you saw that concert and just all the people that played there and that were a part of that. I mean, he affected all those lives, and I know there was a lot of people that probably would have wanted to go there, but I like Motley Crue, they couldn't because of health reasons, and I'm sure the list was very long of people that wanted to be at that concert and, were impacted by Ozzy. So, just kinda shocked me. Woke up from a nap, I was like, "Oh," look at my phone, and it said, "TMZ, Ozzy Osbourne is dead." I was like, I didn't believe it. I was like, "No, that he just did a concert, like, 2 weeks ago. He can't be dead." And you don't know with the internet these days because a lot of people post fake stuff. How many of those things have you seen where it's like the candle or whatever, and it's like Justin Bieber dies in car accident. I'm like, I've seen that post like 40 times on Facebook. I'm like, I know this is fake. So I wondered if it was fake, but no, it's legit. It's really there's every news site is reporting it. So I guess it's not that big of a shock. He was obviously in bad health, and I mean this was coming. It just seems faster than expected. I thought there'd be kind of a more, okay, now his health is taking a turn for the worst. He's in the hospital. It just, we don't know. Maybe he was in the hospital for, could have been hours, days, or weeks since that concert. We don't know. I don't know, have all the details, but obviously a sad thing. And then for me, when somebody dies, whether it's a family member or a friend or a celebrity or even a random news story that I hear, a lot of times you start reflecting back on your own life and you're like, oh wow, like, well, I mean, just yesterday, Malcolm Jamal Warner from the Cosby Show, the actor, died. That was crazy too because I remember watching him when I was a kid and grew up with him, and he's not that much older than me, and I think 54 is kind of young to die. He drowned, and so you just never know when your time is coming. So I mean, I'm sure Ozzy looks back at his life and goes, that was a fucking fun ride, right? Like there wasn't a lot of things he hadn't done. I mean, traveled the world, acted in movies, played for the biggest stages, played with probably met every musician. I think he was a Beatles fan. I'm pretty sure he met or worked with a lot of the Beatles and, you know, got to be a father, got to, have his own TV show, got to pretty much do everything that he wanted. I mean, obviously, the later years were probably rough with those health issues, but, um, when you look back, I mean, it's your life, what kind of ride do you wanna have? I mean, I think he wanted to push things to the extreme. That's why he was so crazy in his younger years, snorting ants and shit, like snorting was this well, wait, I think Motley Crue snorted ants and he snorted the piss? Is that what happened? Like, it was crazy. The guy was off the rails, supposedly bit the head off a bat, but I don't know that he thought it was rubber. So, but either way, I mean, the guy was wild. And so, is that the kind of life that you want to have? Do you want to be wild and look back when you're 76? Or, I mean, he probably could have lived longer if he didn't do all the drugs and maybe had a cleaner lifestyle, but maybe his life wouldn't have been as exciting. So, I mean, that was his choice. I'm sure he knew that it's probably going to shorten his life to have such a crazy, wild lifestyle, even though he did obviously sober up for a majority of the later half of his life, I believe. Although, like when you watch the Osbournes, you're like, oh man, this guy did so many drugs, he's permanently screwed up. But I think a lot of that was he was on a bunch of medications still. So I don't know. Crazy thing. I'm still processing this, but I do have another live stream in about 1 minute here with again Ozzy's ex lawyer and the founder of Jet Records, who helped him secure a U.S. record deal, Stephen Machat. And so I'm going to have him jump on and we'll talk about this, I'm sure. And he can tell stories that insider things. And he knew Ozzy very well. He knew Sharon very well. He knew the family. So I'm sure he'll have an opinion and a lot of things. So stick around. I'll be back in like literally 1 minute. Thanks for watching.